Joining me now is longtime Democratic political analyst Ken Kruly to talk about a potential Cuomo comeback. Now, Ken, shortly after the Albany, Manhattan, and Westchester DAs announced that they would not be charging Cuomo, he sent out a long email to influential Democrats and former supporters criticizing the state AG Tish James and the legislature for their investigations, essentially saying, "I told you so." Were you surprised to kind of see him spike the ball?
No, actually, they've been sending out things like that regularly now because the cases disappeared one by one. I think they were taking a little victory lap, but I wasn't surprised because the pattern is the same as it's been since August, basically.
In this latest email, Cuomo also hinted at a political comeback. At the end of the email, he says, "Stay tuned and thank you for your continued friendship and support." How likely do you think it is that he would attempt some kind of political comeback?
Well, I would think it's very tempting for him because he has a big ego, and of course he held a very big seat of power for a long time, and so it's certainly playing on his brain. And he also has $18 million or so in the bank that was raised before he resigned. So there's that. But on the other hand, the Democratic structure is basically moved on. The state Democratic chairman is supporting Kathy Hochul, as are many other county chairs around the state. And I think that it would be difficult to come back, at least at this time, so soon after the fall from grace, if you will. I think he would have to take some time.
Yeah, it was interesting in his kind of reframing, if you will, of some of the events. But even though he's not being charged, do you think in the court of public opinion that equates to an exoneration? I mean, you've been doing politics a long time. Do you think the public will see it that way?
Well, some will. He maintains a base of support. There were polls that were taken in September, October that showed him with 18 or 20% support. So there are folks there that would consider him exonerated. They wouldn't comprise a plurality or a majority of Democrats in a primary or anything like that. So I don't know how far that would go. And a lot of it would depend on how he would approach a campaign, how vitriolic he would want to be, and actually who he would run against. Would he want to run for governor again? Would he want to run against Letitia James because of her role in his downfall?
Yeah, that was going to be my next question, where you thought he might end up. I suppose it's anybody's guess, but we will stay tuned. Political analyst Ken Kruly, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.